Today we got the positional tier list for third basemen coming out, and stay tuned because we're gonna have the shortstops coming out as well. Tomorrow we're gonna knock out all the outfield positions, and then the day after that, before the team affinity program comes out on Thursday, we're gonna do all the starting pitchers and all the relief pitchers. So make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button as they both help out the channel tremendously. Turn on the channel notifications. We stream each and every single day at 1 a.m. Eastern, so make sure you follow my socials so you can be notified whenever I do go live. They're listed above me. Bhlademyst, exactly how the YouTube channel username is. And then last but not least, if you would like to become a member, press that join button or the link inside the description. We are going to be launching a Discord as well today on stream, so if you want to be invited instantly, make sure you tune into the stream. But throughout the videos coming out in the future, I will be including it as well. So the honorable mention number one is going to be like a reminder at the same time. Make sure you're doing your daily moments because this Gary Sheffield card is no joke. Honorable mention number one, Gary Sheffield. 91 contact, 116 contact, 74 power, 86 power, 104 vision. In terms of hitting attributes, very good. Now the 104 vision, it's going to help you out tremendously when it comes to falling off pitches in general, in legend difficulty, in Hall of Fame difficulty, in all-star difficulty. The card is going to rake because the contact numbers are already really high. Now when it comes to power numbers, he's gonna rake against left-handers. If you perfect it, it should be leaving the yard each and every single time, unless center field is like 420 or something crazy, unless it has a crazy dimension or it's a humongous wall or something along those lines. Now versus right-handers, it's not gonna be leaving all the time because he doesn't reach that 80 threshold, but trust me, his swing plays above his attributes, so I wouldn't be surprised if you square it up against a right-hander, it leaves as well. Since Gary Sheffield came into the game last year, his swing has always been really good, so I will not be surprised if this card is absolutely no different. Now the only downside to this card is the horrible fielding and the horrible reaction that it brings. 62 fielding, 61 reaction, both of those numbers, that means that he plays at a bronze level. The 61 reaction is the worst out of all because that means he's gonna get bad jumps when it comes to his range and catching balls to the left of him, catching balls to the right of him, making diving plays, or just fielding correctly hard hit ground balls. Now he's gonna be also one of the fastest third basemen available. He has 70 speed, so that's gonna be amazing. Next up on the list for the honorable mention, it's going to be someone that has been in the game since the start of the game, I believe. We're gonna go ahead and toggle third base as the position back out, and then we're gonna go to the first events reward, 40 wins. It's going to be Miguel Cabrera. Now this Miguel Cabrera, similar to Gary Sheffield, he's gonna have great hitting numbers all around, good enough vision, and then versus left-handers, the difference between him and Gary Sheffield is once you parallel him up to parallel 3, he's gonna have that 80 threshold against left-handers as well. He's great against right-handers, which is amazing because you want hitters that can hit both sides. The fielding at a 73 is silver, superior to Gary Sheffield. The downside, although, is going to be his reaction being a 64. Even if you parallel him all the way up to 5 superfractor, it's not going to be silver reaction. It's going to be 69. It will not make the cut for silver, and unfortunately he's going to have the same issues as Gary Sheffield when it comes to the range. The only improvement as opposed to Gary Sheffield is that he'll be able to stop a lot more hard hit ground balls or able to recuperate and get the throw out at first more consistently than Gary Sheffield. Coming in at number 5, we're going to the Battle Royale Flawless rewards. We got George Brett. Now George Brett, I mean, all of these guys, I feel like they're very similar when it comes to hitting. They all have great contact numbers, and then each and every single one of them has had one power that it goes above the threshold, and then the other power is below the threshold, but they can get it close to the threshold if not exceeding it. And the same thing follows for George Brett. Once you get him to superfractor or parallel 5, is going to go ahead and hit that 80 threshold against lefties. When it comes to the contact, you don't care if they're bringing in a righty or a lefty. He's going to hit against both of them fairly well when we're talking about straight contact. And the difference between him and Miguel Cabrera, and the reason why he's higher than Miguel Cabrera, is they both got silver fielding for third base. Now George Brett, he starts off with 68 reaction. Him starting off with 68 reaction means parallel level 2 is going to give you silver reaction. So he's going to have better range than Miguel Cabrera, and the hard hit ground balls, he's going to get a better reaction, and he's going to be able to field them a lot better as well. So that's a humongous positive when it comes to George Brett. And he's also a lefty. Most of the good pitchers in this game are right-handed pitchers, so him being a lefty is going to go a long way. And he's a lot faster than Miguel Cabrera as well. Coming in at 68 speed is very close to Gary Sheffield, so you're getting a speedy third baseman at the same time as well. Now number 4 is going to be headliners Eddie Matthews. Now Eddie Matthews, out of almost everyone on this list, is one of the ones that has the worst contact when you look at everybody on the list. But then when you look at the power numbers, he has some of the best power numbers. Against both sides, it's above the 80 threshold. It's above 94, to be honest, against both sides. And the crazy thing about him is that against left-handers is where he will be hitting more tanks than against right-handers, which is just amazing. The fielding comes in at a 73. That's also a big positive. It's silver, and then the reaction instantly starts off at a silver, so he'll have better range and he'll have better fielding than those guys. And then 53 speed is not bad for a third baseman. It's actually pretty good if you ask me. So Eddie Matthews, he's going to be coming in at number 4, and then at number 3 is going to be the current World Series reward. And something that you will see similar to the current World Series reward and Eddie Matthews is the power numbers. Eddie Matthews, although, has better power numbers than him when you combine them together and then divide them by 2, but in terms of contact, Kyle Seager is gonna have the upper hand. In terms of fielding, Kyle Seager is gonna have the upper hand too. As you parallel him up to 2, he's gonna have diamond fielding, and then his reaction at 90, that's gonna be amazing for him, because hard hit ground balls that he has to die for, all of that, he's gonna be able to get there. So that's why Kyle Seager comes in at number 3 and not anywhere lower on this list. He is a great defender. 50 speed, once again, is good speed for a third baseman. And Kyle Seager has one of the best swings on this list. Not the best swing on this list, but one of the best swings on this list. So Kyle Seager, you can't go wrong with having him at third. All you got to do is get 40 wins in ranked seasons or hit that 900 rating. Now, number 2, he came absolutely free to us. Everyone can get him, and you can go to the monthly awards, scroll all the way to the right, and at 60 monthly award points, you can get yourself this Justin Turner. Now, this might be surprising to a lot of you that I rank Justin Turner above Kyle Seager, but truth be told, Justin Turner has one of the glitchiest swings in the game, meaning one of the best swings. He plays above his attributes. He has that 80 threshold against both sides, and then the contact is even better. He has better contact. He has the best contact, actually. Out of all the third basemen on this list, he has the best contact against right-handers, and then 96, he has like the 4th best against left-handers. But he's better than Kyle Seager, and he's better than Eddie Matthews when it comes to his contact versus left. When it comes to his power versus right, he has just as good power as anyone on this list, except for Miguel Cabrera and the number 1 guy. But then everyone else, he has just as good. And then when it comes to his power versus left, him passing that 80 threshold is going to be perfect, because that's all you need to get a perfect home run. The fielding comes in at silver, but the reaction, once you parallel him up to parallel 1, is going to turn gold. So he's going to have much more range than from number 4, number 5 in the honorable mentions. He's not going to have more range than Kyle Seager, but it's going to be close. He's not going to have more, but it's going to be close. The fielding, it doesn't go gold, but at silver, it should be good enough, and he does have a better arm than Kyle Seager. The only real downside you have to Justin Turner is the 24 speed. He's a slow poke. He's not going to be stretching doubles into triples, while the other guys, depending on the stadium, might have the opportunity to. And then numero uno is going to be, and it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, it shouldn't, the collection reward. It's gonna be 99 overall Chipper Jones. Now, we don't even have to talk about the hitting attributes and how I got him to parallel 2 without even having him. Battle Royale, to be honest with you all. Now, this card, the best contact hitting against right-handers, or not the best, he's actually the 4th best in terms of right-handers. He's the best one against lefties, although he has the best power out of anyone on the list against both sides. And then his fielding at a 78, it's gonna turn gold once you hit parallel 3, or it starts off at a 77. Once you hit parallel 3, it will go gold. And then his reaction, once you hit superfractor, I believe that is when it goes gold as well. So you're gonna get a good defensive third baseman with around 74 speed once you get him up to superfractor 5, which is really good for a third baseman, and at the same time the best hitter in the game. He's a switch hitter and has the best swing out of any player we have mentioned. Trust me on that. Chipper Jones has the best swing. And those are my rankings tier list when we talk about the best third basemen that we have available to us when it comes to MLB The Show 21. If you did end up enjoying today's content, please make sure to hit that like button, red subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, which are listed above me. If you would like to become a member, feel free to do so by pressing that join button. Turn on the channel notifications. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.